Hello, I'm Captain Gamer, and let's play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge. We are now en route to the Gold Saucer, after a certain epic side quest involving a certain ninja thief who will go unnamed. However, at the end of everything, we got a new lead on the Temple of the Ancients that the Shinra and Sephiroth are so dead set on. Apparently there is a keystone that we can find. It has some connection to the Temple of the Ancients. So, let's go ahead into this happiest of places and seek out this keystone. Last time we were in the Gold Saucer, we were put in jail. Not gonna happen this time. Since we have a lifetime pass, we can just run right past. And let's go to the Battle Square, since we haven't explored that extensively. Last time we were there, we sort of got in trouble. Hello, sir. I heard that this is the curator's favorite attraction. He likes it so much that he even has his collection displayed in the arena. A collection, you say? That sounds promising. Are you here for the battle too? No, we are after the keystone. Is that so? Yes, you probably don't even know what the keystone is, likely. By the way, whenever I walk up here, I like making it so that Cloud is directly in the middle of this purple strip. It just looks fun to me. And this is what the battle arena looks like when there isn't a bunch of people dead. Hello, sir. Crap. I still don't have enough points. You're new here, aren't you? Then, you want an explanation of the battle arena? Not interested! We're after the keystone, remember? Hello there? Man, I knew I should have stopped. It's so hard to stop. Hey, you shouldn't have to stop. You're a big guy. Look at you. You can take on everything. And this person's raring to go. Look at that. Giving kicks and punches all over the place. Ooh, can you take down turrets with those fists? Alright, it should be my turn coming up here soon. Yeah! Lots of competitive spirit here. Hey, have you heard? Something awful happened. 2 staff members and some Shinra soldiers were shot. Soldiers died instantly, but the staff survived. You mean what happened when we were here last time? All that time ago? Okay then. Whenever you come to the Gold Saucer, I recommend you visit the Owner's Museum at least once. The Owner's Museum, clearly labeled Dio's Showroom. Cool. And here we have Dio's Showroom. There's a centerpiece, but let's look at everything else. Right here we have the clock boss from Super Mario RPG. Up over there we have the blimp from Final Fantasy IX, you know which one I'm talking about. And a strange shield and spear that I'm not going to bring any more attention to. A picture of Dio himself there, pretty nice. And look, a gourd, straight out of Dark Cloud. Apparently, Dio is also a fan of Bioshock, because here we have a Big Daddy suit, and even balloons. Dio foresaw Bioshock Infinite before Bioshock was even around. Anyway, enough messing around, here's the centerpiece. It's the keystone. How do you know it's the keystone? Oh, you read the sign. Oh, and here comes Dio, right on cue. He knows where to be at right at the same time. Ha ha ha! Long time no see, Marboy. You like that, huh? Can you let me borrow this? Ha ha ha! Sorry, but it's not for it. Since you've been good to me in the past, I can let you have it on one condition. We've been good to you? Well, I guess getting rid of Dine and making things peaceful in the jail counts as being good to you, so yeah, I'll take it. One condition? Entertain me. Whoa, okay, Cloud. This is time. You can sing Art of the Dress to him. I hear you in the shower. What do you want me to do? I'm almost afraid to ask that question. Oh boy! It's not something that's really difficult. Yeah, you can read those he-he-hes. This is the battle arena. Show me your fighting skills. Just you, my boy. I'm expecting a good fight. And Cloud wordlessly agrees. Let's do this, Cloud. Leroy Strife. So, this is the battle arena, and yes, this is the battle arena exactly as if we had joined it normally. We're up against Spencer's. How rad. So, is this all the battle arena is? Whacking weak enemies? No, it is not. It is actually a series of 8 fights. In between each fight, you spin slots to determine what handicap you get going into the next fight. So, keep going. And look at this. This is an important piece of translation. This isn't some offhand thing an NPC says that you might miss. You're going to be seeing this 7 times however many times you go into the battle arena. And they have the error in their ways to have it say, "Off course." That's just blatant, man. So, keep going. Off course. Slot start. So this slot determines what handicap you're going to go into the next fight with, and it's very susceptible to the square pause trick, so you can abuse this to get whatever handicap you want, to either get a not really big handicap, or getting a beneficial handicap. So, we can either poison ourselves, lower our speed, or take our levels down by 5. And since I'm massively overleveled as it is, taking our levels down by 5 isn't going to be so intimidating. So let us go ahead and lower levels by 5. By the way, you have to manipulate the slots to be on the handicap before the handicap that you want. So the boots, the lowering our speed, goes before the levels. So I'm going to go ahead, leave it on the boot, and then select the levels. Now I'm against one lone crown lance. As you can tell, these fights start off extremely easy, but they are going to get harder, and sometimes they even throw in a jerk move. For instance, throwing in 3 Valrons. One uses Demi 3 to take away 95% of your HP, or 90% however many, and then the next Valron does a regular melee attack to kill you without any chance for recourse. So you've got to come in excessively prepared, so great! Keep going, off course! Now we have the choice between having our MP, destroying our accessory, I don't want to do that, and getting no handicap whatsoever. However, giving yourself no handicap affects the amount of battle points you earn at the end of a battle arena fight series. And if you want to exchange battle points for items, then you want the maximum amount of points, so you do not want to be selecting it. So what do I want to do? I want to have my MP. As you can see, I have MP in abundance. I am not very likely to use half of my MP, so I'll just go ahead and purposely have my MP to be a very beneficial. So really, nothing happened to me. By the way, this enemy, as you can probably guess, it's gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger every time you hit it. So, tactical nuke it, while it's still a small fry. One funny thing is that the last fight in these things is often one of the easier fights, so you can take it easy or use your backup plans. So, keep going, of course! Now I can choose whether to lower my levels again, destroy my summon materia, or multiply the amount of damage that I have taken. That clock over there, that just means that it gives me more damage. I have no idea what it actually means, but all I've noticed is that it gives me more damage. So let's go ahead and select it, and look, I have all that damage added. Oh noes. Trine is a great ability to just quickly end a fight. It's cost efficient, and it's just strong enough to take out most of the enemies that you come across, like that. Another contingency plan is to give yourself a hyper and have Cloud enter the battle arena with Fury. That way, he gets his limit bar up faster. And when you get into one of those jerk move fights, the limit break, especially finishing touch, can really bail you out. So, keep going, of course! Now I can kill my pink materia, take away my speed, or have my MP. Now, having my MP twice, not such a good idea. And since we're in the command materia challenge, killing all of our materia of any kind but yellow can't do anything to us, but it still gives us the good points in the battle arena. So let's go ahead and kill our independent materia. Oh no! This is another fight that you'd probably want to skip with Trine, because there's so many of them and they cast poison on you. By the way, you do have the option to frog yourself. Ah, come on. If you frog yourself, the only way to get out of it is with a remedy or a maiden's kiss. So if you use a remedy, it will undo your fury, so frog yourself moderately. And speaking of items, items used in the battle arena are permanently used forever, despite the fact that a character leaves the battle arena exactly the same as they were before they entered the battle arena. So the character stays the same, the item use is for good, so be careful about that. Okay, keep going, of course! Now we can lower levels by 10, take away our ability to use items, and have our HP. Having your HP, not such a good idea, because jerk move crowds can take you down easily. So, we want to take our levels down by 10. As long as I have my enemy skills, I'm going to be just fine. So, to do that, taking down 10 levels, and I'm against a bunch of Nibel wolves. That's, yeah. This is one of those easy Eye of the Storm fights. Thus, I am afraid of what I'm going to encounter the last one. The last boss, the last encounter in this, might be the Yin and Yang twins from the Shinra Mansion. And they are not fun to fight. Especially when you get Yang down to small HP, little amounts of HP, he will use Suicide. And Suicide deals out 4,700 damage. So, extremely, very likely, you're going to end up dying from Suicide Yang. It's already happened to me twice! As another side note, enemies like wasting your time, perhaps to wait out effects or something, so they cast Sleep and Stop. You might want to be aware of that. And by the way, the Gagi Handi enemies, the enemies that like to cast Stone Stare, they are available here too, and they will cast Stone Stare. 30 seconds later, you're turned to stone, and you couldn't have done anything about it. That is why I suggest you bring the Gem Ring in. You can't be paralyzed, you can't be stunned, and you can't be turned to stone. However, things like Death Sentence will still work. However, if the timer hasn't gone down by the time you finish off the enemies, then the counter will go away for the next fight. So, let us keep going, of course! And if you count the amount of slots, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are on the 7th fight of 8. So, now we have the choice to have our HP and MP, take away all of our MP, not permanently, and break our weapon. We do not want to break our weapon, because Cloud's limit break depends on his weapon, so we are going to take away all of our MP. Check this out. 0 MP. Yet, we are placed up against this ragtag bunch. Oh no, he's using Stare Down! I have a Gem Ring. And there's the effect of lowering our levels. Take out the Twin Brain. And all we have left is the last I'm sorry, but I just can't disassociate that enemy model with being able to steal a weapon from Tifa. So, we just completely undid the effects of the so-called handicap by using 2 ethers. Of course, they're gone forever, but really it doesn't matter because I have so many, and that's worth it! War Cry! War Cry casts Sadness, and we do not want Sadness on Cloud. Depending on who the final fight is, we want Fury on Cloud. Don't know why I was able to move twice that time. So, keep going. Of course! So, here we have the ability to frog ourselves, get rid of our magic materia, or get rid of every single bit of materia we have. Clearly, we don't want to get rid of every materia, and getting rid of the magic materia, the Battle Arena just loves that and gives you battle points up the wazoo. So, let us purposely destroy... Wow, that was a jerk move. However, I am in luck. I am up against a zoo. The zoo has no great big jerk moves that it can pull off, so I can just melee it down, like so. Whew! That was strangely successful. This is my 4th time recording. Ha ha ha! Well done, young man. Alright, as I promised. You can take it. Oh, and I'll give you this, too. I got the keystone. I got a protect vest and a choco feather. I already have those 2 items, but the victory is so satisfying. Well then, we shall meet again. Ha ha ha! I'm gonna beat you out of the room. Ha ha, yes. So, we did not get any battle points since that was plot related. However, we can just go ahead and keep on going. The registering for battle takes 10 GP. I grinded up 100 GP so that I could be able to do the battle arena many times. You can choose your character and just go ahead and have them fight just like I had Cloud did. And there is a very important item that is worth a whole ton of battle points. So, I am going to go ahead, go off screen, grind up the battle points, and return to you after I have that amount of battle points. See you! Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you, for your approval, Omni-Slash. This baby sets me back 52,000 battle points. And since the maximum amount of battle points is around 11,000, give or take, and the minimum you can receive is about 3,000, 4,000 on a successful run, I had to fight quite a bit to get this thing. What does it do? I'm not telling you. But the important thing is that we have the keystone. Of course, Omni-Slash is a big deal too. But we are going to continue on our way. Perhaps find the Temple of the Ancients and put a stop to this madness. Woohoo! Out of the way, lady. What? Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry, the tram is out of order right now. So? I don't know why Cloud is playing the tough guy right here. It's like, he clearly doesn't understand what this means. Is he trying to imply that he's gonna be a tough guy and say, "Get on it now"? As if they weren't trying to fix it? I'm really sorry. I'm afraid you won't be able to leave until it's fully repaired. Oh, fair enough. Oh, hey kid, Sith. Where have you been? What's wrong? Explanation? Too bad. It happens, though. I know. Let's stay at the hotel. They know me here. I'll go talk to them. Whee! Hopping away! Yay, 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 yay! I will let you know once the repairs are completed. Cloud rubs the back of his head. Suddenly, a big ol' reunion of playable characters. Can you name everybody here? We don't usually get the chance to be together like this, huh? Cloud, how about it? Can you tell us what's happened so far? I don't really know what's going on because I wasn't here in the beginning. Yeah, I'm all for it! Sid, your enthusiasm. Yeah, it's great. Good idea. Vincent's probably the most informed out of all of us, secretly. I've been here since the beginning and I still don't know what the hell's going on either. Yeah, you know, a game plot is confusing when its own characters are just like, what's going on with the plot? I don't think they're even discussing the events surrounding their world. I think they're actually talking about this game's plot. You know, all meta and stuff. Cloud, the hell's going on? Come on, tell us. Well, I'm not tired, so alright, I'll give it a shot. Whew. You're not gonna warn us not to interrupt you? We are going after Sephiroth. Sephiroth must be in search of the Promised Land. The Promised Land? A land full of Mako energy, or at least that's what the Shinra believe. I don't know if it actually exists. The Cetras return to the Promised Land, a land that promises boundless happiness. Cetra? Some kind of disease. But what? What? That's what the ancients call themselves. Hey, didn't you listen to the elders at Cosmo Canyon? Very legit question, Eris. Barrett rubbing himself. You don't know where the promised land of the ancients is. You search and travel until you feel it. Like you know, this is the promised land. Eris, can you feel it too? I think so. So Sephiroth is traveling the world because he's searching for the promised land. Is that it? That, and one other thing he's searching for. The black materia. I honestly don't remember any reference to a black materia. I remember a reference to ultimate destruction magic in the previous episode. I heard from Dio that a man in black cape was looking for the black materia. I don't even know what the black cape is. How many men with black capes and number tattoos are there? Well, there certainly were a bunch of them in Nibelheim. You know, of course, my tattoo is number 13. How did you get that tattoo? Hojo put it on me. Everything else was just war scars, but the number was done by Hojo. Boy, that number sure is a number. Or something. That sounded a lot better in my head. So there are at least 13? You know, I think Hojo did something to those men in the black capes. But I don't know what it has to do with Sephiroth, though. That's why I think we should just go after Sephiroth himself. Yeah, me too! It's all just too damn confusing. Yep, the game's own characters are admitting that this is confusing. And I'm sorry. Forget it. I think I'm tired. I'm going to bed now. What was that all of a sudden? What? That's it? I'm going to bed. Yep, the characters are confused and they're all like, I don't need this. Is that all? How about the black materia? You wouldn't understand even if I told you. Oh, that's real nice, Cloud. Oddly... What is it about materia, being asked about materia that you say you wouldn't understand? Remember, beginning of the game, probably episode 2, Now all we gotta do is take action. We're starting tomorrow. Yeah! Cloud. I'm number 13. Am I going to go mad too? I don't know what Hojo did to you, but you've been alright so far, right? But be strong. But Stop it, Nanaki! Be strong! Be strong, damn it! Whoa! Tifa! Seriously?